are going to Hulston Mill out in the middle of nowhere. We're on 160 and turning down EE. We're gonna end up back at Stockton Lake. That lake is long. It says Hulston New Hope Church. I don't see Highway 92 anywhere, but the map app shows it is, so we're trying. Well, I asked a lady near the campground what there was in Dade County, and she said nothing. But I did find this Hulston Mill Historical Park, and we're trying to find it. There's the road we came in on, crossed a very little bitty bridge there. And there are some electrical boxes for camping in here. Looks like that might be a bathroom, playground, and I don't know. Looks like something over a bridge there. We're gonna walk around and see. There's this building. We think this is the mill. And then a pavilion. Yeah, the pavilion's called the Cook Shack. I like it. The mill. Let's go check it out a little closer. There's some concrete right in front of it, which I'm sure is not old. So I wonder if they use it for events, like put the band there or something. Yeah, those are really old, and the one has a new roof. The bricks are kind of cool. I see some millstones, a ramp, a horse trough. Huh. Donated by Ruth Ball, built 1880. Originally used in an open market area close to the post office in Greenfield. I like this is all original stuff too here. Ah, that's awesome view. Look at that. Yeah, that's cool. I love how dark the wood is. And look at the old stone wall. It'd be neat to go inside and go up. I'm gonna see if the door's open, but there's a door on the side too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, around the back side you can't see really where it, I guess maybe it looks like the creek is right there. Maybe the creek moved because this would have been where the water went through to power the mill, based on the other mills we've been in, you know. It looks like you can walk all the way around it. Here is the water. It's pretty dry and small. Oh, is that, I think that was a pelican. I think so too. The back side.
Well, not a pelican, maybe they have legs with that.
So you can get over to the water here too. This water must have run more during the day. Back in the time, it must have come straight through there. Yep. So the wheel and workings would have been in there, and the water would have turned it, I think, anyway.
Sure.
Here it tells the story. There, that view's good, except for it mirrors the ground. I don't know if you can read that filming it with the reflection. It says it was Hulston Grist Mill was established at the confluence of the Sac River and the Turnback Creek in Dade County, Missouri in 1840. Land records show that Ezekiel Madison Campbell, one of the original settlers of the southwest Missouri Ozarks, owned the mill site. It talks about changing ownership. I don't want to read the whole thing. And then it played an important role in saving Missouri for the Union during the American Civil War. So the owner, Henry Engelman, it's not known whether he was a secessionist or a Union, but he had arrived here from Virginia. And nonetheless, the Dade County Home Guard was called upon to furnish flour for a Lyons Army, we've heard of that before, which found itself 125 miles from the supply terminal encamped in Springfield. It talks about how then that same army that they fed here fought at Wilson's Creek. And then it says it was modernized by John Christopher Hulston, which it's named after, in 1892 and converted into a roller mill. On this panel, it talks about the Hulston family operated it until 1897 when John Christopher Hulston was murdered. The Hulstons then leased the mill until 1906. Okay, it talks about other owners, and then it was operated consecutively until 1941, 127 years, and came to an end in 1967 as the result of a construction of multi-purpose reservoir project on the Sac River. And it ground its last flour on June 25, 1967. This building is much older than the one next to it, I think. Or maybe they're the same. You see how they've got this treatment between the timbers? We've seen that before. And they're showing that on this one too.
That's one of 3 basic styles.
Really cool how they've preserved these buildings. Just a one room. Doors open.
It is. I think a couple of them were.
Oh, there's stuff coming down from the ceiling, but look at the old beams.
That's just trees.
Yeah, that it eaten up a little bit. Yeah. Wow, this is cool being in here.
Timber.
Can you imagine like living in here? They give you a chair in a corner for an idea.
It's actually a fair size. You have enough space above for a wall.
Wow. Kind of cool, huh? Shows some tables. Some wasp nests.
It does have lighting in here.
This look like pew benches. Here's your view out the front window of the little winding road.
It has a second story.
Yeah. Maybe we can find the history online of this. This is kind of cool.
I think this might have had a ladder to the second story.
Yeah, I wonder. Or you had to go outside to get to it.
They had a wire for electricity.
Weir Cabin Summer Kitchen is what it says on this building behind us. Let's see. I'm curious about this bridge. Or the bridge, there's another really old building. This one's kind of falling down.
Wow, that is wild.
What is that? Like 1940s?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
See if it works.
Or 1950s?
Maybe.
You're gonna see if it works. Such a silly guy.
Hey, I gotta ride it. You gotta hold this.
I gotta hold this, the dogs will. Hold on, I'll be right back. So I love this bridge over the creek. It's tilting. You think it's safe? Oh, it's trickling underneath.
Be aware that it might not hold you.
Oh, stop. A trickling brook. It's making a pretty sound. And then we come on out to a field of Queen Anne's lace. Just a field. There's a picnic table way over there. So I guess it's a meadow. I guess though when it's mowed, they have church camps and things out here. Bench here and some yucca plants in bloom with an inscription in honor of all Native Americans who hunted, fished, and farmed the Sac River Valley and their descendants living here today, erected by Sac River Band of Cherokee, 1994. Well, that's pretty cool. I like that. Bench to sit and ponder and honor. I do believe I have played on some seesaws just like this back in the day. Well, the seat wasn't like that. It was more like this. Teeter-totter, yeah. Seesaw, teeter-totter. And I even have been down some slides like that. You have to hold on to the top when you sit down. That's why it goes up so high. Yeah, this has got to be extremely hot. And I've played on swings like this.
Yes.
I have. Here's a kid who's never grown up. Woohoo! Yay! That's the theme of life.
I love it. I want that
Never grow up.
I want that in the backyard.
Pretty darn neat. Out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, there's something on the front of that building. I'm going to check it out. Kind of neat. They got two doors. So either it was two residences or a general store and something else. Or this says Weir Cabin. Built 1800s, known as a mansion in its day because it had 2 stories, a basement, and a summer kitchen out back, attached by a breezeway. Well, that explains it. It says proposed modifications of the Weir Cabin elevations from 2014. Looking at the bathrooms, by picnic tables. I mean, this is really set up. There's a little footbridge over to that picnic table and more down there. Really nice place set up here. Right as we came out of the road, there's this parking lot, so I had him go over there and pick up a brochure. And there's a little pond there, but there's not much else. And it says Stockton Lake and Corps of Engineer Lands, Big Sac Arm. And I don't know why you get to the arm from here. There's a map. when we were coming in, we weren't far from going over. When we were coming in, we were coming up EE, and we could have crossed this bridge we saw, but we're over here. This is where we're at. So
Yeah,
it looks like you can park here, I guess, and take a trail or something over to that parking. I don't know. So here's the deal we've learned about Dade County. They have whiplash roads, and they are so fun to drive. Here, it's like you're on the edge of the world. See what I mean? This is where you get those belly gumpus, especially if you're in the back seat. Look at that. There we go. There's a whiplash. Up and down. Up and down.